September 10th. Today we set out. It's been 3 years since Jay and I have been down this trail. Jay had won the once-in-a-lifetime lottery sheep tag for the Gutacker Mountains and spent 2 weeks hunting it.
Yeah, so this is our trail, so we would have to come.
That trip ended with a stalk on a full curl ram, resulting in an unexpected and panicked situation at just 60 yards. Confused identification between rams combined with haste resulted in a missed shot at the last moment. Of course, we were devastated to be so close and miss the mark. Walking out at the close of that season, Jay had good reason to believe his opportunity was gone forever. Yet here we are today. Last fall, Jay reapplied for the tag again, and against the odds, he was drawn. This time, Jay's brother Robby is with us, and I've brought my camera. September 11th. The day is glorious. On our way in, we had met 2 hunters hiking out of the area and talked with them. They looked experienced and gave a disheartening report. They said they had spent the week prior in the exact same area we intended to hunt. They basically said good luck. They didn't find any legal rams and said everything was up high, all spooked out. We walked away with a bleak forecast. Our whole hunt plan seemed to be pointing us in the wrong direction. Knowing we were the last hunters of the season added to the concern. So we spent the day rerouting to a dead-end drainage that was much more difficult to get to. It was full of sheep. There was over 60, at least one full crow ram. It was very exciting. We felt like the hunt was on. We spent the evening studying them and the landscape. Getting anywhere near them without being seen seemed impossible. We finally decided that we might try descending into their valley in the middle of the night and use the darkness to cross over to their side. Then we would have the cover of the cliffs above them to stalk in at dawn. We went back down to our stashed gear and a good spring for the night and set an alarm for 2 a.m. September 12th. The night was cold and frosty. We left camp with enough water and food for a day and started the climb. Once we neared the top, we turned off our lights and went over the edge into darkness, feeling our way with our feet, hands, and poles. The top few inches of earth and scree were frozen. It was treacherous. The ground could decide if it wanted to hold our steps or give way. After a slip caused a fall that I was barely able to arrest, my body was filled with fear. I was surprised the other 2 had the stomach for it. Eventually, the slope lessened and our steps were more stable. We did make it completely across before first light. Now we were on the edge of their cliffs, above and out of view. The morning thermals were flowing downhill, so we had to keep distance until the wind shifted. We waited for 5 hours while trying to keep warm. Once the wind turned, we moved in. The sheep were all there. The night stalk had worked. There was 2 legal rams at about 600 yards. We just needed to close the gap for a shot. Excited, we attempted to descend through the cliffs above them. This is where our plan started to fall apart. The cliffs were taller than we had judged, and climbing down was dangerous. Eventually, we decided to try the only other option. We backtracked and crawled down into the valley to get around and below them. There was poor cover on this route, and there were sheep scattered all over. Some of the distant flocks in view started to react to our presence, and the whole situation unraveled. Soon we were watching spooked rams climbing high up into their fortress. We had to give up and hike back to camp and water. Now we had to make a decision. Do we stay and keep hunting these legal rams in this very difficult drainage? Or do we keep hiking to a new area and hope to find a more vulnerable ram? We tossed around different methods of hunting there, but all of the ideas seemed to require a significant amount of luck. With that many sheep in such an open valley, hemmed in by sheer cliffs, it seemed like a waste of time to try to force something to happen. September 13th. Robby has a pretty good blister on his heel. He seems to be managing it well, though. This morning we decided to abandon the rams we hunted yesterday and keep moving. This was a tough decision, but we didn't have the luxury of time with only 4 days left in the season. Another failed approach could cost us up to 2 days. I'm sure Robby's heel was not excited about the idea of moving on, particularly because we'd be forced to cover a lot of ground quickly until we found another legal ram. I think we all felt a lot of uncertainty. There was a real concern that we would spend the rest of the hunt searching in vain. By midday, we had climbed up to a new ridge with a good vantage. Through intense thermal distortion, we spotted a ram 2 miles away. He had good mass.
He's kind of working his way down.
It was too difficult to tell if he was legal, but it gave us hope. We put the afterburners on and dropped down into the valley between us. We stashed all our non-critical gear and started climbing to get a closer look. Peeking over the spine of the ridge, we kept our eyes on the ram as we got closer. By evening, we were 1 mile away and had very good glassing conditions. He looked so close to a full curl. It became a matter of judging the last inch of the horn's tip. We studied and debated that inch until dark. September 14th. Last night we cowboy camped up on the ridge with starry skies. Once we got eyes back on the ram, we found him down low, about our elevation. He was grazing. He was in the danger zone. We started the 1 mile approach, side-hilling the spine for cover. The wind was inconclusive, so we paid a lot of attention to it. At 600 yards from the ram, it seemed to be blowing directly towards him. That locked us down. The wind direction and speed got worse. And if the ram climbed uphill to his perch, we would be pinned down by his line of sight. We decided to retreat while we could, but our closer look gave us more confidence that he was a full curl. The ram did climb back up into the cliffs before long. We assumed that he would spend the usual 4 hours or so bedded down while chewing his cud. We decided to make use of it, and Jay and I spent that time retrieving our stashed gear. The day was so beautiful. We spent some time filling water from the stream near a flock of unconcerned ewes and lambs. It was a special time. Being near wild sheep is calming. They are so content. Everything stood there in peace. We packed up 2 days' worth of water and then moved camp to 1,200 yards from the ram. We set an alarm for 5 a.m. Tomorrow we would be on the spine at first light, hoping for our chance.
I see the hole. I see him. You got him. You nailed him. He's down. Robby. Dude.
say a quick prayer. Just Father, we thank you so much for this opportunity. We thank you for this beautiful weather, these beautiful mountains, and just your creation. Just thank you that you allow us to be out and enjoy and just bask in such beauty. Thank you for this animal. Thank you for its life, and thank you for the meat it's going to provide to our family. Thank you for the clean shot. And really thank you for our safety and my brother and good friend that are here with me and to enjoy this. And we're just so thankful right now, and just thank you so much.
There was something about the rain that day, after the week of sun, that caused the autumn colors to peak. We were walking in a painting, with the hunter's euphoria in our bodies. I reflected on Jay's story since our last hunt. In that time, he and Kaylee had their first child, adopted John, a 14-year-old boy, and recently grieved the loss of another baby. Through all of life's turns, I've found Jay to stand in the gap, seeking love first. This hunt seems to be the embodiment of the hope we share, like a lesson being taught not to our minds, but to our bodies. The reward of perseverance, of standing up to the test, the gift of an undeserved second chance, and a reminder that the story is never over, that all things can be redeemed.
That doesn't look good, does it? I think she needs a new dip.